It's an important time for us to keep it 100, right? And that's the theme, really, because I think we got to simplify the language as we're moving. So, here that historically government shutdowns, I believe the last one was about 7 years ago. In that space, we use the leverages of government to facilitate conversations, right? And so what happens is historically people will say don't use the shutdown as policy making. I want everyone to be clear that the Democrats have done something that they need to do. So, which is ensure not just healthcare, but there's a conversation on all of the approaches and not this unilateralism of making and breaking laws without the part of Congress being included. That's the real deal here, right? And how important it is with the big bill and others is that the Democrats historically would play to get along, historically. And so that does not mean that they should be the ones who are beating up during this time. The shutdown is because, in fact, there is no clear checks and balances. Every time folks say congressional, and again, you're saying it during a time of a do-nothing Congress, you really sound a little what I call crazy, right? Because the notion being that you continue as Congress as of January 6th of 2025 continue to show us that they don't have the chutzpah to hold the checks and balances. That means the only thing to do is the minority party, which we must support, hold them account. This is not just about healthcare. It is about the decorum in Congress. It is about the idea of the executive office complying with what is within the privy of the executive office. So they should never remember all allocation of funds is congressional. Where did we come off overly empowering this president of the executive office? So this is not even to the Republicans. The idea that there's not an outcry in America at this point based on the infringement of the Constitution is blasphemy. And here those smart folks who are not of color, I raise it to you. I raise this to you particularly because this is your person. Get it that those that have been fighting for equitable distribution can't really be in this conversation. So the same way you guys ask us to vote, I go, yes. Same way you ask us to participate, I go, yes. But get it that the bar is not moving. And so get it that there has been a silence here in regards to movement, engagement. And again, I've been saying to Gen X, with all due respect, things that have been sold to us as a bag of goods in the past have just been that, a bag of goods. So this inability for folks to not respond to this. And again, the reason that I am exempting black and brown is because, again, we're fighting to have crowns. Remember that the mortality rate in the United States is still based on class and economics. So get it that this guy now, and I know when it's going to hit home, I'm going to call it the Titanic. And it's when you've allowed this man to influence the Fed chairs and everybody else, and when your pensions get hit, when your investments get hit, when your wealth gets hit. That ain't coming to those that are fighting for wealth, right? Those are to the ones that are. And then what's going to naturally happen, and this is where I think this is in what I call big business. There's going to be an ask of you as minorities, as gay, lesbian groups, etc. And so it's important that you guys sit back and allow this to happen. Watch it. Watch it. There's no more, hey, come and support. But again, you're not getting the support in back. Stop supporting things that don't pour positively into you. Peace.